So with my new heavier gauge aluminum, I decided to try to make a chimney stove pipe cap because the one at Lewistown blew off. I guess it rusted too much. It was galvanized, I think, and it just after 5 years, about 7 years, it came off. So I thought I could buy a stainless steel one. They're pretty pricey, but they're really good. Or then my thought occurred to me that why don't I try making one out of aluminum and let's just see if it lasts. I don't know. It may not. Maybe it will. I have the aluminum now. So I looked at a few online and they were doing the circular, and I don't know, I had this idea I could come up with my own creation. So I took a piece of paper, folded it, and did some testing, and it looked like it would work. So then what I did was I cut a foot by foot, 12 inch by 12 inch, and it turns out it's 12-inch roll. And oh, by the way, when it's out of the box, you can't do my box technique. So clamps work really good for holding it so it doesn't unwind. And then I'll strap it with some old wire that I have to keep it in place while it's in storage. So it turns out these clamps are handy. I'm going to have to do that on the bigger rolls too, because on those that I purchased, the box, instead of being square, it's now round because it just basically let loose and now the box is holding it from unwinding. So turns out, so what I did is I do not have a brake. So I just put it on the edge here, measure it in, and just kind of crimp it down. So I first crimped it at 12 inches or 6 inches, so halfway. And you can't tell because of this now, it doesn't look that, but there was a line across there, bent slightly. Then I turned it and bent it this way. So I had this bend and this bend started. Then I flipped it upside down and only put this part on, leaving this off my table. So I had it right here to there. And I crimped that, and then I flipped it 90 degrees and crimped the next one and flipped it. So as I crimped them, this started to fold in on itself, and it left this nice top without damage. So I was a little worried about, what's it going to do there, crinkle up. But my focus on the bend was right in here, and now then I just took my hands and just bent them a little bit more, and the more you bend them, the more it comes in. So the steeper it'll get. I think that's pretty good. Will the wind hit it and try to pull it off? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. So maybe I should crimp it a little bit more. It's going to try to pull it off regardless. But so we got to strap it down good. So next I'm going to make some straps. Maybe, I'm not sure how many I'll make. Maybe 4, one for each of these spots right here. The other thing I've seen online is some of them, instead of trying to run the strap down straight to the stovepipe, they run it at an angle and then over. So I kind of like that look. So I'd run my strap. It's a 6-inch stovepipe, so let's say it's that big. I'll bring my straps out to right here and do my strapping there. So I think straps are next, which I'll have to screw them in. So there'll be a screw in here. I have some nice aluminum screws, maybe 2 screws in each one, maybe. And then after that, then we do our band. And then to put it on, I may not even make the band solid. I might just do like an open band so you can look kind of like open it up, put it on, and then close it. And then I'm going to use those other clamps, a couple of them. So all I do is go up there, crimp it on, 2 clamps, tighten them, done. No screwing, no drilling, because the thing is, you can't, drilling into that stainless steel liner, as far as I'm concerned, it's impossible. I mean, maybe if you have the right drill bits, you can do it, but I broke like 3 and I gave up and screwed it the best I could, but obviously, but that fell off, so I don't know if that's why it fell off. We'll find out when we get up there and we'll do a video on it, but we need to go up with a cap that we can put on and get off that roof because it's not comfortable up there sitting there. It's so sharp, it's just uncomfortable. And so we want to get up there, get it done. And I may have to take some pliers up to get any screws that are in the liner right now out. So the aluminum will be touching the stainless steel. That could be a problem. This is painted. I may even take some silicone up with me. Run a little bead of silicone around there to have some extra holding power for the straps. Actually, now that I think of it, that's not a bad idea. So I think I'll do that. Okay, so let's get the straps on this. Let's get the collar on it and get it ready for Lewistown when we visit, which will probably be pretty soon. Our weather's getting nicer. So this is the .024 aluminum, painted both sides because it was made so you could either use this as the point that shows, or the classic white showing. In this case, it's kind of nice having both of them painted. Okay, chimney cap for a round liner.